Patreon Saturdays. We are getting right into it today. Kim has some new information on Mr. Joe Gorga and Teresa. We talk about that. We talk about Salt Lake. The rumors about Lisa Barlow. Lisa spins out of control. Meredith spins out of control. Heather at the end spins out of control. Whitney is out of control. Of course, Jen Shah. I mean, oh my God, Salt Lake. What are you guys thinking about Salt Lake this season? We break all that down. Of course, we spend most of the time talking about the RHOBH reunion. That's what you guys want to focus on. So here are some clips, and then head on over to Patreon and enjoy. Do you agree with me? Do you agree with Kim D? Yep, we fight again. We disagree. Here are some clips. Enjoy Patreon Saturdays, RHOBH reunion. Do you want to start with the looks? I mean, should we start with there, or you want to?
I think we should start with the looks. Yeah, no,
okay.
I think we could start with it. All right. So I don't want to hear yours first because it might sway me, and I'm going to include Jamie Lee Curtis. Should we include her?
Sure.
Okay, we can include her. Okay.
You better sit down. Believe it.
Okay. Listen. There's different lids. There's a different lid for every pot.
Yeah,
I get it.
Now you better sit down.
I'm sitting down. I'm going to have a sip of my coffee. Go ahead.
This is going to shock you
my
more.
Coffee.
Your coffee.
I'm going to talk about something that blew me away a little bit, and Andy went right over it. You're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. So they open up with Dorit being robbed.
Yeah.
And Kyle says that the guy who robbed her is in jail and called her and said that her stuff is at his grandmother's house and she was buying some of the stuff back. Listen to me. I would do the same. And they were like, I wouldn't give him a dime. Listen to me. I would. You're buying a Birkin back for $1,000 when it's I don't blame Kyle, but that was a little shocker. And Andy went right over it. He don't want to discuss that. Like, he was like, wait, what did she do? Like, the guy contacted you? First of all, how did he contact you? Number one. Number two, he told you the shit was at your grandmother's house? Like, oh my God. That was a bizarre moment.
You can't make this shit up, right?
You can't. I'm like, what? Well, first of all, if somebody called me, listen, let me just give you as an FYI. If any of you ever robbed from me and called me from jail, and you wouldn't want to know who's going to show up at your grandma's house with a bat. Okay. They wouldn't do anything to the grandma, but I would have my stuff back that day. Don't fuck with me. All right. I'm so shocked that Kyle wouldn't have sent like two big guys over there and said, listen, mofo, your scumbag grandson robbed me. I want my shit back now. Or you little granny are going to jail. I'm sorry. That's how I am. Granny or no granny, you're going to jail, bitch. Cause you got my stolen shit. So FYI, Kyle, you can do that. Go ahead. Yeah. Crystal listen to me. Crystal was so wrong in what she did to Simon. When she said dark, but she's not even being called on the carpet enough. If I was on that stage, and let me tell you something, little girl, you got to watch your words because it's not very nice what you did. That is not dark. Okay. And when you use your words, you have to remember you're putting someone's life in your hands with something like that you're making it seem like it was a racial slur. That's fucked up. Okay. She's a little girl. She acts like a little girl. And you know what? She's wrong in what she did to Simon. She's wrong. Everybody else, you can call people a bitch. You could say they're, but to make it seem like she said something racial is fucked up. Bottom line. Okay. Wait a minute. Just wait a minute. Your sister, Kathy Hilton, signed on the dotted line to come on the show. Because she's your sister doesn't mean she's bulletproof. No. I really don't feel Diana hired bots to do that to Garcelle's son. Listen, I'm not a big Diana fan, but no way. There's no way she did that. For what? What is she going to get from that? No, I don't believe it. I think, and Diana has hired her detective. I say, Diana, listen, I caught my stalkers. It took a long time, but I caught them. She'll catch them. I absolutely get it. No, I listen. It was a bad situation. I mean, Andy Cohen said Bravo is really upset and this is not cool. It's not cool. And you know what? It isn't cool. It's really disgusting. I mean, yeah. Well, I think Erica might keep her ties with her. She went to Hawaii with her and all that. I think Erica and her have a little bit in common. They just they're a little bit in common. I could see the two of them staying friendly. You know, I mean, not cooking each other's pots, but staying friendly.
Well, with Erica, she's probably like, the whole world turned on me. So I get it, girl.
1000%.
I get that everyone hates you. Yeah,
Yes.
they all hated me. And it's like,
Yes.
I'm going to be here for you the same
They have
way
something in
a
common.
few people.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The rest
But
of them have zero use for her. And they have zero use. Listen, you can see none of them. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
shocked
You don't
they-
look sick. He goes, you don't look sick. She's like, you should have seen me earlier. She's always using that excuse that she's sick.
the lips and that she licks her lips.
I told you it was a tick. Didn't I say it?
Cringing,
I called it. I
cringing.
said she has a tick. She has
Oh
a
my
tick. You know, that's sad. She has a tick and she's going to work on it. But I knew it was. I said she's got a nervous tick.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. No,
Um,
listen, she doesn't belong on camera. The bottom line, she doesn't belong on camera. She's just not the right, like you said, she don't stay in your lane. You have
And
your money. You have your little boy
I
with
was
his little
just
sparkle shoes.
okay. Salt Lake.
Why don't you start Salt Lake?
I mean, here's one thing I have to say. Now, I don't mean this isn't meant to be rude or anything. You know, you were on a reality show. I've been on many reality shows, and we've been in the mix for many reality shows. There's a process, and one of the processes in any reality show, Big Brother, The Bachelor, so whatever it is, at some point when you're going to be chosen, you need to be subjected to a psychiatric evaluation.
Yes.
And I don't mean this as an insult at all, but
Oh my God. Every one of them is
I mean,
wild. What a
what?
wild. Did you see them on the trolley car throwing cheap wine at you? There's some crew, let me tell you.
oh my gosh.
Wow. Just wow. Wow. And how about the lingerie? I think Jen was funny when what would she call it? I think they're a little guilty when they act like that. When you lose your shit and you start crying and running and got to call your husband, something's wrong with that. If it's not true, don't let them see you sweat. I would be like, no, you know what? Wow, you all found out. I'm shocked that you found out. Yes, I screwed him to get those good seats. And I do it again because I love those seats. Like, don't let people see you sweat. She starts shaking. She jumped up to call her husband. When I was accused of shit on the reunion that Teresa was saying all this crap, I was laughing at her. I'm like, yeah, I wish I was. When I came home, my son goes, I wish you were a Magnum. You know, we'd have a lot of money. You'd be driving a Rolls Royce. But like, because it was so ridiculous that I laughed about it. Oh, and Melissa, I heard it too. Yeah, you all heard it. Yeah, right. I would laugh. And I would say, you know what? Girls got to do what a girl's got to do. I had to sleep with this fat slob because I wanted those seats. Meredith just shut down. Meredith sat there with her jaw dropped. Could not believe what was going down. She was in shock.
You saw what I sent you. I'm just today on
I'll
Instagram.
tell you one thing. She's a happy girl for what she's facing. You know what I mean? Partying, whatever. She does step up under the circumstances and the pressure. She steps up her game for the show. I mean, wow. She knows how to separate things, you know?
I mean,
they are some crew. You were so right, David, when you said they're really some crew. Wow. What a bunch of crazy, wild women. They're wild. Meredith isn't so wild. They're wild. The rest of the crew is really wild. Meredith is more like, how she was thrown in the mix. I don't know. She makes for good TV, but she's not as wild as they are. She doesn't feel bad at all about what she did. Not at all. She feels bad for herself that she got caught. That's the bottom. Okay.
So
what is there? I don't know what the husband does.
Well, he films her for OnlyFans now. Do you know how much money Denise Richards made?
I don't know
Richards is on
Could you
OnlyFans.
explain to me OnlyFans?
Yes.
I don't know what it means. I saw Joe Gorga
we didn't even talk
doing
about
an
New
interview.
Jersey
Yeah,
so
real
much.
quick. I saw Joe Gorga on oh my God, what show is that? So anyway, I love my sister. You know I adore my No, you don't. No, you don't. Why do you keep saying that? No, you don't. Stop it, Joe, because you want to know something? She's coming for you. Teresa is coming for you. If what we just read recently, but Joe Gorga, if she's coming for you the way she is, no matter what you say right now, how you adore her, how you love her, it's not going to stop this train from going. It's not. She's coming for you. And it's going to be scary if this all comes out.
If this all comes out. Kim, what show do you watch every week? Of course, it's all going to come out. And yes, we talk more about Jersey. And listen, last week, Kim is asking what a shaman is. This week, she's asking what OnlyFans is. Man, okay. So we got to explain OnlyFans and Denise Richards' OnlyFans to Miss Kim D. We talk about New Jersey, talk more about Salt Lake, and of course, we talk more about the RHOBH reunion. Head on over to Patreon. Happy Saturday and enjoy.